I know what to do. I forgot to add the microphone to this scene. Hi. Hello, fixed it. All right. Tronald Dump. Yeah, it's a Ronald Rump heist tonight, guys. Welcome, hello, hi. I don't even know what to make of today, but we're gonna hang out and I don't know, sing some songs or probably talk about the most ridiculous shit going on today. But mostly be thankful that this wasn't a bad day. Like this day could have gone other ways very easily. It could very, very easily and quickly have gone, um, kind of down the drain, down the tubes, whatever. And it didn't. And the inauguration happened, and we have a new president. Officially, the 46th president has been sworn in. And as of noon, Donald Trump ain't president no more. And while there's a lot of craziness that makes that questionable news in the sense that like people are fucked up about it, but mostly it's good. Mostly it's good. I have been browsing. Um, hey, thank you for the subscription there, Lindsay. Appreciate that. Is anybody else getting choppy audio? Hang on. Henry, is that better? I think it might have been that it was clipping. Joe, tell me if that audio is cleaner. Because I'm on the Yeti because I didn't feel like setting up the mixer and doing all that craziness. Is that better? Somebody tell me if it's any better. Okay, cool. Hey, Tori. Um, Let me also just add a quick. Oh, I don't want to add filter to the video. No, I want to add filter to the audio filters. That's not what I'm looking for. Although, what are these? I have visual presets. This is interesting. What do we got here? Okay. Let's talk about staccato-ish and clipping every half second. We don't want that. Dramatic filter. Flashback filter. Inverted filter. Huh. In any case, don't want any of that. But let me try moving the mic and see if that helps. This is my first time trying to combine. I'm just gonna use the one. Papa Smurf, I'll take it. Let's pop this camera back down to the floor, and then okay. And then we're going into cardio mode. Tell me, all right. So tell me if that got any better. I'm not seeing any peaks on my end, but I don't really have any way of telling. Kind of the rest of it. It might also be I'm gonna reduce my CPU load. Maybe it's just overloaded. I'm gonna close some stuff. Coming in distorted. Everybody's having issues. Hopefully it's just a thing where I can tweak a few settings and we'll figure it out. Alright, and reduced CPU load. Hopefully that helps. And then I'm just going to reduce the gain directly on the mic. Could be that it's just a little hot. Oh, God. Alright. Tell me about now. Talk to me about now. And then I'm going to get into the mixer and see if there's anything going on with that. Okay. It's always a ride, guys. Okay. And that's still, it's looking good on my end now. What's performance mode? Okay. Well, now I can't see myself, but supposedly this makes it so that I'm I'm doing, but I don't know. I don't know. I can't. If it's still, all right, I'm gonna try turning the mic off and bringing it back in. All right, that's officially a restart of the Yeti. Let me know if that's any cleaner. I'm very pointy in the beard area today. Okay with it. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Christopher Dowd. Thank you, Christopher Dowd. Have you tried turning it off and on again? The IT Grub. That's a funny show. I like that one. I'm even being like quiet, so. So I was in a Reddit thread, and they were all doing that whole trust the plan thing. Yeah, it's a whole. All right, so someone let me know in the chat if I am still choppy, and to those of you who are watching, oh no, that no work either. What the fuck? All right, hang on. Maybe we just do this the other way. Congrats, Doc. And normally the Yeti is so easy too. All right, well, I'm going to dive into the settings on this guy real quick. And we're going to try flipping over to the mixer and turning this on. Hopefully, we'll see whether that does anything. Ah! Unscheduled shows, guys. It's a whole thing. Okay. Let's reconnect to the mixer and turn that on. Da 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 da. All right, turning the mixer on now. So is it still just been choppy for everybody this whole time? That's frustrating. Check 1, 2. Let me dig through my piles of wires and cables and see if I can't solve this problem some other way. All right. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. And that's not what I want. Check 1, 2. All right, now I think I've got the I think I've got sound coming now, and it should be clean. Let me know. Hey, you guys like watching me fix stuff in real time? Is that fun for you? All right. So I did end up having to turn the mic on. So for whatever reason, the Yeti wasn't cooperating today, but if nothing else, that means we get the good microphone today. So there's that. So we're on the SM7 today, the high quality mic. Do you guys want to do some songs or whatever? Or you just want to hang out and talk about the inaugural today? What are your favorite QAnon theories you've seen? I was just posting in Discord. The new one that I'm seeing is well, I've seen two. One Henry posted and one I found myself. And the two craziest I've seen so far is that the QAnon adherents, which is, psychopaths, many of them are now claiming that their big judgment day happened and that Biden and everybody were arrested. Yes, the Shadow Press one. The Shadow Press thing is that they were all arrested and it all went down and they won. But they were worried that the American people weren't ready for such a thing. And so they installed Biden and his administration as a puppet, and Trump is still going to run everything from behind the scenes. And everything we see for the next 4 years, that's all going to be secretly Trump pulling Biden's strings. And then the other one that I'm seeing, which I found hilarious, is the theory that Biden is Q. And let me see if I can find that. I'll read you the bit from Forbes. As Joe Biden was sworn in as president, QAnon followers finally saw their hope for the storm. I just didn't want my ad blocker. When President Donald Trump would bring down the deep state and expose a far-reaching "stop arguing with me" ad blockers. That's not how that goes. I'm gonna try again. All right. And expose a far-reaching child sex trafficking ring disappear, leaving followers of the unhinged conspiracy theory in despair and searching for answers, while one of the most prominent adherents gave up. At high noon on Wednesday, QAnon followers believed that Trump would announce through the emergency broadcast system that the storm had come, so goes the wacky conspiracy theory. Democrats and other members of the deep state would be arrested, and Trump would simply continue being president. After the clock struck noon and Biden officially became president, some message boards turned increasingly vitriolic. "It's over and nothing makes sense. Absolutely nothing," one user said. "He sold us out," another believer wrote. "It's revolution time." Some of the big-name QAnon influencers were unswayed, however. "We have just witnessed the biggest crime ever committed in the history of the United States on live television," said Major Patriot, a prominent QAnon influencer whom Trump has retweeted multiple times before all of their accounts were suspended by Twitter, said on Gab. Now, I'm not getting that directly because I refuse to give Gab any of my information. They can cry into their MyPillow. Ha ha ha. Pizzagate and QAnon were related, but I don't believe QAnon started Pizzagate. I believe it went the other way around. QAnon grew out of Pizzagate. So far, is a crucial quote, "So far, Q believers seem to be in shock over Joe Biden actually being sworn in and becoming president." Mike Rothschild, who recently published a book about conspiracy theories and tracks the QAnon conspiracy online, told Forbes. This type of failure was something that most of them had never allowed to penetrate their minds, so to see it happening and them rendered powerless to stop it is truly jarring. Some QAnon message boards lit up during Trump's farewell speech after some believers noticed there were 17 flags around the stage. The number 17 is code for QAnon followers because the letter Q is the 17th letter of the alphabet. Now, I actually do think that might have been on purpose. I do. I think that might have been on purpose. I think the 17 flags is a little weird if it wasn't on purpose. But up until the final minute of Trump's presidency, some QAnon adherents were cheering for Trump to do something spectacular, with one instructing fellow followers Wednesday morning to pray because the next 5 hours would, and I quote, "determine the fate of the world." Well, they got that part right. The optimism unraveled for some as the day wore on, especially after Trump gave no hints of a plan to take over the U.S. in his final speech at Joint Base Andrews, with one user lamenting on Telegram, whatever that is, that it simply doesn't make sense that we all got played.
Moderators of some pro-QAnon message boards warned followers who turned their backs on the conspiracy theory after the inauguration, saying they would be banned. Others sought to move the goalposts, picking out passages from Trump's speech and Eric Trump's farewell post on Twitter as signs of hope. By midday, a new spin to the conspiracy theory gripped the far-right message boards. Biden has been their savior all along, a twist multiple QAnon influencers have now thrown their support behind. Biden is Q. A post on the Donald.win read, while others brushed aside that theory and urged believers to stick with Trump. Now, I don't know about you. That's the craziest shit I've ever heard. Yes, he did say he would be back in one form or another, Danny. That's a good point. All right, I'm going to read you a direct quote posted to one of those where we go one, we go all message boards. It's titled, "I am not giving up. I believe in Trump. I believe in God." And it was posted by someone named European Republican, and I just found this. "Call me an R slur," I'm not going to say that, "or moving the goalposts shills, but I am not giving up. There is a necessary scare according to Q. The day is not ended. Geodis is safe." I don't know what Geodis means. I'm going to look that up. God Emperor of... Oh my God! They're calling him Geodis. That means God Emperor of the United States. I need a minute. Whoa. Whoa, buddy. Whoa. Okay. Geodis is safe in Mar-a-Lago or perhaps on an airplane right now. The classic Q plan might be wrong. It might be delayed or it might be correct and we did not interpret him correctly. But no matter what, I believe in President Donald J. Trump and his capacity to destroy the deep state. He loves his country, he loves humanity and those who strive for justice and happiness. He despises the deep state. During his first years as a businessman, he observed the horrors of pedophilia. Observed. Participated. He observed the horrors of communist infiltration. He observed the filth and corruption. And he swore to destroy it. He swore to not rest until the last of the monsters responsible for this is brought to justice and burns in hell. Oh, God. President Trump was selected by God. We are all sad, sickened, and enraged today. President Trump might be sad, sickened, and enraged today, provided that the events are not part of his plan. The P in plan is capitalized. Take the white pill, take the red pill, take the orange pill. Pray for President Trump to win this biblical battle. He will. God wants him to win. Do not take the black pill. Do not give up. It will kill you. For anybody who needs a breakdown on the pill thing, let me know. I'm happy to kind of like go through those as far as I understand them. Donald J. Trump will be inaugurated as the 19th president of the United States on March 4th, 2021. I got a few problems with that sentence. Geodis will unite with patriots worldwide to bring down the worldwide cabal. What can you do? Show the cabal that you are not afraid of them, that you do not recognize them. Address President Trump as President Trump or, and this is horrifying, you guys, chairman of the provisional government. Pray, donate as much as possible to the good cause. The battle of Armageddon is commencing. It is not a battle of weapons. It is a battle of minds and souls. Mark my words, the best is yet to come, for God is on our side. Holy bejesus. And the best is yet to come is, by the way, they're borrowing that from Eric Trump's farewell statement. And that's the line that they're all hanging on to. I'm happy to be wrong, says another goalpost mover. But the more I think about it, I do think it's very possible Biden will be the one who pulls the trigger. Hunter intentionally left the laptop. Why so stupid, or was it? Sleepy sleeper, Joe. So these are the points they're enumerating. The first, that Hunter may have intentionally left the laptop because he's brilliant, and that Sleepy Joe is code for Sleeper Joe. We didn't arrest any of them despite the evidence. 4, Biden election officials were arrested and charged with fraud, but Biden wasn't. 5, Biden isn't in the Trump retweet of them all in jail. Q asks us to add Brennan, doesn't ask us to add Biden. Why? Jen, the black pill is the give up on the QAnon thing pill. But sometimes black pills also code for unaliving yourself. The letter left includes instructions, and they think that the letter Trump left for Biden will include instructions on what to do next. Joe Biden does it immediately after being sworn in. Biden tweets, "The storm is upon us," as he's still on Twitter, with all eyes about to be on him. The military is already there. They think that Friday and Saturday he'll deliver on the MAGA promise, and that we will like how this movie ends, and that it will keep liberals from rioting because Biden did it, makes Trump look like a fucking genius, and because the Q team knew Biden was the fall guy, and so Biden agreed no matter who is elected, we win. Plus, he and Hunter get to avoid the death penalty for his deal. Holy balls. So yeah, how was your inauguration day? Mine was good. That was fun. Okay, says Danny. I mean, you're not wrong. Oh boy, oh boy. I'm glad, Henry. Whoa, sorry. I've been working all day too, including on a secret project that I'm not allowed to tell you guys about yet. But when I get permission to talk about that, it's going to be pretty exciting. And it's not a maybe; it's a definitely. I literally was doing it all day today. I was working on a project that I'm very excited about. And I'm just not allowed to talk about it yet because there's some contractual stuff pending. I don't know if drugs have a lot to do with it. Doomsday cults, drugs are less a part of it than religious fervor. And, it takes religious fervor to refer to Trump as Geotus, God Emperor of the United States. That's horrifying. Oh, man. There you go. Waking up. I am surprised that Trump didn't do anything crazy. He didn't pardon himself. He didn't pardon his relatives. He pardoned Steve Bannon, but who gives a fuck? That might actually hurt Steve Bannon. Sorry about cursing if anyone's. Damien, the next Liv and I is scheduled. Liv and I are scheduled to go into the studio again on the 29th. And I don't know how long after that until we can release it, but the song's already written, and I actually am doing the music for the next one myself, and instead of it being an outside producer, so it's literally just Liv and I working on the song, and I got to co-write some of it with her, so it's a more direct duet than the last one I did with her. But yeah, that's happening. Wonder. The Proud Boys have turned on Trump. Huh. So they went from Hail Emperor Trump to Trump will go down as a total failure. Ballsy. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, indeed. Oh, boy. Protest songs tonight. Let's do protest songs tonight. Just wing them. We're just going to wing them. I'm going to Google protest songs. Somebody pick a number between 1 and 5. I'm going to play 4. Okay, 4 is the first one up. And just like that, you chose your first protest song. Let's see if Some folks are born made to wave the flag. Ooh, that red, white, and blue. And when the band plays Hail to the Chief, ooh, they point the cannon at you. Lord, it ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no senator's son. It ain't me, it ain't me, I ain't no fortunate one. Some folks are born, silver spoon in hand. Lord, don't they help themselves? But when a tax man comes to the door, Lord, the house looking like a rummage sale. Yeah. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no millionaire's son. Oh Lord, you know I. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate one. Some folks are born with an orange animal on their heads and a daddy who works in real estate, yeah. And they grow up and they become president and ooh, they fill this country with hate, yeah. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no Donald Trump's son. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no deplorable one. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate one. Yeah. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate one. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no military son. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate son. Yeah. I ain't no fortunate son. I don't know, guys. Did I earn a tip or cheer or whatever for writing a Donald Trump verse for that one on the fly? Curveballs are fun. We're just winging it tonight, guys. We're gonna play kind of whatever I can figure out on the fly. I never did that song before, surprisingly, but that was the fourth song in the list of protest songs I had yanked up real quick. So yeah, that was cool. Really liking watching you guys do the heists today. I was born by a river, in a little tent, yeah. And just like that river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die, 'cause I don't know what's out there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Then I go to my brother and I say, brother, help me please. But he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. There've been times when I thought I couldn't last for long, but now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. But I know a change gonna come. That's a lot of fun. I love that song. That was, of course, Sam Cooke, because why the hell not? Thank you, Danny, for the cheer. I really appreciate you. Ugh. It's a very informal show. You do not have to be quiet out there. You're good. My cat's being really noisy. Henry, great having you stop in, man. I know it's really late over there, but you know, get some sleep and we'll catch you at the next one. I think we're doing like mostly folk guy stuff tonight. Chord, what key do I want this in? Yeah, Biden's very healthy, man. The dude still does push-ups and stuff every day. Don't wanna be an American idiot. Want a nation under new media. Can you hear the sound of stereo? Subliminal mindfuck America. Welcome to a new kind of tension all across the alien nation. Everything isn't meant to be okay. Television dreams of tomorrow. We're not the ones who meant to follow, but that's enough to argue. Maybe I'm the traitor, America. Not a part of a QAnon agenda. Now everybody do the propaganda and sing along in the age of paranoia. Welcome to a new kind of tension all across the alien nation. Everything isn't meant to be okay. Television dreams of tomorrow. We're not the ones who meant to follow, but that's enough to argue. Don't wanna be an American idiot. One nation controlled by the media. Information nation of hysteria. Newsmax was calling out to idiot America. Welcome to a new kind of tension all across the alien nation. Everything isn't meant to be okay. Television dreams of tomorrow. We're not the ones who meant to follow, but that's enough to argue. Thank you for the cheer again. I think it's funny that I started that song before it was requested. I was already playing that one when it was requested in the chat. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. It's a good day here in America.
It is.
It's a day of hope. We haven't had one of those in a while. It's a day of hope. We pulled a really big upset out of nowhere, guys. I want you to think about where we were a few months ago. You know, granted, we're still in trouble, but now the people that we're in trouble with are on our team. And they've got the tools to dig us out of the hole that we're in, and more importantly, they got the will to dig us out of the hole that we're in. And they're not interested in putting more of us in the hole to line their own pockets, as it were. So here we are with more dead Americans from COVID than we had die in World War II, which is horrifying. And here we are still in the middle of a pandemic, and here we are in a troubled economy where most of us can't work the way that we want to work, or where work is complicated or dangerous. But we have a president who enacted a federal mask mandate today as his first executive order. And we have a president who made his second executive order blocking the Keystone XL pipeline, in case you didn't know that.
I did.
So right now, I'm feeling surprisingly hopeful. Biden, in the primary, Biden did nothing to excite me. And I think I like him significantly more now than I did then. And I think the reason behind that is very simple. I think it's because he saw the way the wind was blowing in America during the primary and has swung left to meet us as far as he could without, he's playing an interesting game of stretch between, trying to reach out to progressives like me and trying to appease moderates. And I thought that was a losing strategy, but clearly maybe not so much. and he's running the most progressive platform any Democrat has ever run. It is left of it is left of Hillary Clinton's platform. It is left of Barack Obama's platform. The only person who has ever run in a primary that ran a further left platform than that is probably Bernie Sanders. And in terms of in the general, no one has ever come close to a platform as progressive as what Biden is talking about. And that's exciting. So I'm looking for, I don't know. Hi.
We have a new president.
Ain't that a thing?
So happy.
Ain't that a thing?
Potato, you're safe.
Whoa, could you not do that?
No.
This is to all the Trump supporters. You say you want a revolution. Well, you know, we all want to change the world. You say it's an evolution. Well, you know, we all want to change the world. When you talk about destruction, don't you know that you can count me out? Don't you know it's gonna be alright? Don't you know it's gonna be alright? Don't you know it's gonna be alright? Yeah. You say you got a real solution. Well, you know, we'd all love to see the plan. You asked me for a contribution. Well, you know, we're all doing what we can. But if you want money for people with minds that hate, all I can tell you is, brother, you'll have to wait. So don't you know it's gonna be alright? Don't you know it's gonna be alright? Don't you know it's gonna be alright? Yeah, alright. You say you changed the Constitution. Well, I said no. We all want to change your head. I'm kidding, by the way. The Constitution is allowed to be changed. That's why they're called amendments, and it's meant to be a living document. And the fact that we think that it's enshrined in stone and should never be changed is a significant contributing factor to the slow and hopefully not inevitable demise of our country. We all want to change your head. Tell me it's the institution. Well, you know, you better free your mind instead. But if you go carrying pictures of Chairman Mao, you ain't gonna make it with anyone anyhow. So don't you know it's gonna be alright? Don't you know it's gonna be alright? Don't you know it's gonna be alright? Yeah. Alright. Doc, I thought about that. I couldn't think of a line to go with it quick enough. But if you go carrying pictures of Donald Trump, you might as well open your skull and take a dump. Something like that, I don't know. But if you go carrying pictures of DJT, you Nazi motherfucker, fight with me. I don't know. The PSA was unscripted but super fun. I'm glad it worked out. And I do know the scene you're talking about, Joe, because Crazy Ex-Girlfriend is one of my all-time favorite television shows. All right, number between 1 and 50. First one to appear in the chat. Maybe the first one to appear twice in the chat, so you all get a shot. The first one to be seconded. Even though there's a fair number of these that I cannot do. Going through a cool list of songs right now. Donald Drunk. All right, 27. Wish Me Luck. Oh, I actually do. I can play this one. This is a protest song that is actually about what I still consider to be the greatest existential threat of our time. It is a greater threat than anything I could think of for me. Like I would put this above all things about the world that are scary right now. Out where the river broke, bloodwood and a desert oak, holding wrecks and boiling diesels, steaming 45 degrees. The time has come to say fair's fair, to pay the rent, pay our share. The time has come. A fact's a fact. It belongs to them. Let's give it back. How can we dance when our earth is turning? How do we sleep while our beds are burning? How can we dance when our earth is turning? How do we sleep while our beds are burning? The time has come to say fair's fair, to pay the rent now, to pay our share, yeah. Four wheels scare the cockatoos, from Kintyre to you and the moon. The western desert lives and breathes in 45 degrees. The time has come to safe as fair to pay the rent, to pay our share. The time has come, a fact's a fact. It belongs to them. Let's give it back. How can we dance when our earth is turning? How do we sleep while our beds are burning? Yeah, 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 yeah. How can we dance when our earth is turning? How do we sleep while our beds are burning? The time has come to save as fair, to pay the rent, to pay our share. The time has come, but it's a fact's a fact, it belongs to them. Let's give it back. Beds are burning by midnight oil, and of course, I'm really excited about the Biden administration because I can get back to assuming that some very, very basic things we used to take for granted are going to get done, and I can start making my protest about shit like racial justice and the environment, and not have to worry about really, really obvious stuff like, hey, I wish the president wasn't a criminal. Hey, I wish an oil lobbyist wasn't running the EPA. Hey, I wish the director of education had ever been inside of a classroom as an adult. It's going to be really great to be able to hold the Biden administration accountable for stuff that matters on a deeper level, because we don't have to focus on trying to make them do the basic bare minimum job of keeping the government afloat. So there's that. I'm just reading this thing that I'm reading this meme that our very own Yathina Lynn. Oh, I have a bunch of stuff happening on my Facebook right now. Anything I gotta worry about? I'm gonna check the multi-stream chat. All right. If I missed anybody talking in the chat, I apologize for that. Okay. It's the executive dysfunction gothic is the meme. It's pretty good. Executive dysfunction, for those of you who don't know, is a thing that those of us with varying versions of neurodivergent diseases, including ADD, ADHD, autism spectrum, it's a thing a lot of us deal with. I have it on occasion. You have to shower. You cannot shower. You are standing right in front of the shower. You want to shower. You cannot shower. That's great. Stephen Colbert said the same thing. Stephen Colbert predicted via hilarity that Melania wants to go back to New York and become his third ex-wife. I think that would make a lot of sense. If you haven't seen it, Stephen Colbert aired a musical number to that effect, starring the brilliant and talented Laura Benanti as Melania Trump, singing a song about going back to New York, and it's amazing and hilarious, and I highly recommend hitting up YouTube and watching it. Oh boy. I like unscheduled shows from time to time. I want to see how many of you were diehards. Turns out about 9 of you. About 9 of you were diehard. I'll take it. Hanging out in a room with 9 of my friends is a good night. Even though I can't hear you guys talking. So yeah, I wonder if do we want to do another song? Thank you to everybody who's been like reacting and sharing and stuff, by the way. And to everyone who threw a little cheer in my direction. I appreciate that. For any of you who don't know, cheer does end up as money in my pocket every month, which is really sweet of you. Priorities. That's not a bad call at all. I haven't done that one in a minute. Let's do priorities. Man, I wish I could tell you the thing I'm not allowed to tell you. It's very cool. Not to be that guy, but let's be that guy. Let's do a slightly chiller acoustic version of Priorities. We'll drop it a step and play it here. Do a Bad Religion acoustic style. I don't care if talking politics at dinner leaves you feeling scared. If your parents are well-educated billionaires, burn them in effigy. These are not priorities. I don't care if you scream that all celebrities are parasites. I hear the crickets when you're asked about human rights. Spare me the calumny. These are not priorities. Oh, I'd rather take a knee. I'd rather stand and fight. And I hope I live to see hearts and minds take flight. We'll be alright. I don't care if she takes her husband's name or if it's not her bag. I don't care about your motherfucking rebel flag. Lost causes bore me, these are not priorities. And I see that the new Americana is the righteously dumb. We attend the church of Ritalin and lithium. Pray to the industry, these are not priorities. I'd rather take a knee. I'd rather stand and fight. And I hope I live to see hearts and minds take flight. I hope we'll be alright. We let a hateful liar be the president. Yeah, kingdom come already came and went. Where are we going now? You wanna be free? We were free in a casket. 1 million dead for the want of a mask. Where are we going now? I'd rather take a knee. I'd rather stand and fight. And I hope I live to see hearts and minds, hearts and minds, hearts and minds take flight. I know we'll be alright. fun. Joe, to answer your question, I think I'm still waffling on the title, but I don't have to decide yet, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to do one more song and then I'm going to go hang out with my wife, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me for this very unscheduled day. Clever wag. It's not that clever. What would I do to change up what's going on? Very little. That's a good song. I suppose I could explore that. Let me wonder for a minute. By the way, if you're not currently subscribed to my channel and you are one of the diehards watching, consider doing that. It's easy for you and good for me. Mother, there's too many of you cry. Brother, there's far too many of you die. We gotta find a way to bring some love in here today. Yeah. Father, we don't need to escalate. See, war is not the answer for all. The love can conquer hate. You know we got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Picket lines, picket signs. Don't punish me with police brutality. Talk to me so you can see what's going on, yeah. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Oh. I said, mother, everybody thinks we're wrong. Who are they to judge us? Simply because our hair is long. Oh, you know we gotta find a way to bring some understanding here today. Oh, picket lines, picket signs. Don't punish me with police brutality. Oh, come talk to me so you can see what's going on. What's going on? 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 Yeah. I don't have to change a word. That's exactly as relevant now as it was then. Ain't that a thing? All right, guys. Last song of the night. Thank y'all for hanging and for cheering and tipping and for donating, keeping me afloat, keeping me fed, helping me save up some money to cover diapers for Potato. I will learn that song, Doc. Remind me. I'll put. I think I'm probably gonna put together a fatherhood songs, a parenthood songs playlist show soon. And yeah, here we go. We're gonna close with this one. If you were a cannonball, they would build a bigger wall. If you were an aeroplane, they would not be traveling. If you want it, prepare to bleed. 'Cause I don't know, but I've been told the winner takes it all. Say no, it's not the dawn of an era. Say no, it's not the start of something better. Say no, it's what we built and then we all let go. Say no, if I were a battery, there would be the death in me. If we were a ring of spies, there would be Big Brother's eyes. If you want it, come run with me. Bring sticks, stones, and megaphones. Rebels come to call. Say no, it's not the dawn of an era. Say no, it's not the start of something better. Say no, it's just what we built and then we all let go. Say no. It's taking forever to see, like on the cage with me. I will raise my fist to the sky, keep it high, yeah. Say no, it's not the dawn of an era. Say no, it's not the start of something better. Say no, it's just what we built and then we all let go. Say no, yeah. It's not, no, 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 no. It's not, no, 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 no. It's not, Say no, no, no. Say no, no, no. It's not enough to believe it. It's right to fight it when you see it. This life is more than just status quo. Say no. Yeah, buddy. I'm debating. I think I'm probably going to call it there because actually it's basically a full-length show. Let me see if I'm going to get out of the multi-stream and go back to Twitch and see if I missed anything. A good song request for the. I love that song, and I'm going to remember that. All right. We've got a stump. Redeem Stump. The Gibb brothers, sorry. Yeah, Barry and Robin. The Gibb brothers originally wrote the song To Love Somebody for, I know this. Shit. It's What's one of the Staxy type dudes? Otis Redding? I think it's Otis Redding. It's either Otis Redding or Sam and Dave. I think it's Otis Redding. And if it is Otis Redding, you're out your bright books. Haha. Back in the Paris Climate Accord by the end of his first day. Not even his first full day, dude. His first day. We're back in the Paris Climate Accord. He also signed executive orders to cut off all funding to the wall and roll back the travel ban already. Thank you for telling us, Danny. That's amazing. Tomorrow, we're going to be singing about cars a bunch. And I hope you guys all do something today to like tell your friends to come see it tomorrow, or something tomorrow to bring them with you. I would really appreciate that. It is only, these shows can only continue for as long as I continue to be able to sustain myself and my family with them. So anything you guys can do to help me make the show more successful, I would really appreciate. My job, as far as I can tell, as near as I know, my job is to make the show as good as possible and to sing the shit out of everything. And I'm going to do as much of that as I can. I will also be working on promotion. As you guys can see, I've completely rebuilt the show again, for the 100th time. And I'm going to keep trying my best to always bring new and interesting things and do new and interesting themes. If you guys can bring new blood in, that will raise my revenue, because I'd love these shows to be successful without depending so heavily on a handful of really generous people who like to tip every time they watch. Yeah. If you guys have any thoughts about that, I'm always around to talk about it, and let's try to make the show as successful as we can. And Jen, if you haven't already heard it, I did a full band version of I Can See Clearly Now that's out. I imagine you probably have heard it. But if you haven't, download that, buy that, grab that. Oh, wait, duh, you already bought that on Bandcamp, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I'll happily do that one for you guys. Maybe not tomorrow, but soon. All right, there you go. Tell everybody that comes tomorrow is going to get treated to extra bright bucks on at the largesse of our friend Doc. We'll make it work. Yeah, so tomorrow, cars. Actually, vehicles, to be specific, because I am deliberately sliding in a few songs that are not specifically about cars. A few songs about trucks and stuff. We'll make it happen. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and it's gonna be really funny. So thank you for tuning in tonight for this unscheduled Inauguration Day special. I'm Bright. I'm gonna just bounce off without too much rigmarole here at the end. I'm not gonna get all crazy with the ending. I think I set this up so that you can see my socials. Did I do this correctly? Yeah. There you go. So there's my socials. Come see them. And that's about it for me tonight, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next